I'm the kind of person who believes that absolutely anyone can learn absolutely anything, including me. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to feel all the most irrational fears in the process. Like, I used to cry a lot when I learned something new. I don't anymore because I've put myself in that situation so much that now it doesn't feel as scary. And also, when I look back, I feel weird thinking about like the reactions that I had. I feel like the more you put yourself in a situation where you're learning something, the easier it is to not get upset when you don't succeed right away. You just know that eventually you're gonna get there. My dad is here this week. It's supposed to be sunny today, which it hasn't been since I got to Norway. It's been mostly snowing almost every single day. So it's supposed to be nicer today. Well, not nicer because I love the snow, but like sunny. We're gonna go for a drive. I think I'm gonna think about my project and figure out like the kind of design that I would like to work on this week. When I started thinking about making an intarsia sweater, I thought that I wanted to make one of those sweaters with the like central statement motif. But seeing the lighthouse and the snow and the sea just made me want to make one of those landscape sweaters. There are a lot of those designs that I really like. I always felt like it would be something really fun to do, just to have a souvenir of a place or a moment in a place. I was on Ravelry last night and I found this. It's a design from the 80s. I thought about making this exact same design, but then I thought, no, I actually want to make my own. And also there are a few things that I want to change about this. I don't want this. I feel like I want the lighthouse to be more on the side, like maybe on this side, but I love that. I actually love it more on the back. Mine, I want to keep the back simple, but I love the idea of this. So I feel like I would take the lighthouse, put it on this. Change the lighthouse, definitely, because I want the lighthouse to look like my lighthouse. I know the yarn that I want to use. I know that I want to use Peer Gynt by Sonnes Garn again. I'm gonna make a new swatch to make sure that I have the right gauge and then decide exactly this size and shape of the sweater that I want to make so that I can make an empty chart of the front of the sweater and start working on the design. I think it's time to go get some yarn. The first thing I did was work on my back piece. That only took me 1 day to finish knitting, which I thought was extremely fast because I'm not even working with chunky needles, I'm working with 4 millimeter needles. As usual, learning intarsia only took me watching a 10-minute YouTube video. The only thing you have to learn is that you need, when you want to change color, you just twist the yarn in a certain way, and that's all there is to it. My dad is gone now, but when he was here, we started watching Ray Donovan. I'm really into it. I think I'm in season four now. When I was knitting my front piece yesterday, I was trying to knit and watch the show at the same time, but I just quickly realized that I wasn't paying any attention to the show because I was so obsessed with what I was doing. The idea of starting to see the drawing appear, it became so addictive that I thought I was never gonna go to bed. Now that I have my front and back piece, I'm gonna seam them together on both sides and on the shoulders. Work the sleeves in the round. That's gonna be fast, and then the neckline, block it. I thought I was gonna be able to not block my piece, but the stitches, they look so uneven. I'm gonna have to block it properly this time. But even then, I just started it a few days ago. It feels insane that it took so little time to make this entire sweater. It just opens up so many new projects in my head.